Every franchisee is different, and lots of franchisees come with previous experience and are fairly confident about what to expect, but sometimes they don't. And a lot of our Michel's franchisees have never owned a business before, and this is new to them, and it's a big step to come here in Queensland. So they get a very detailed information pack from our team, which covers everything from what to wear and what shoes I should have and how to actually order any of those items, to should I bring my computer and what if my kids are coming, what can I do and what services are available, and of course where should I stay. So inside that pack is all of those details, because we've been doing this a long time, so we know what people want to know and what to expect. So we've negotiated great rates with a number of different local providers, as well as can provide information on things like childcare from time to time, and also what do you do with the kids when you're here, because sometimes, you know, they come along as well. So we're located close to public transport here. We have a light rail being built here in the Gold Coast, which is just outside our door, which is very handy, and just helps make sure that franchisee is prepared. To be successful in Michel's, well, Michel's fundamentally is retail, and the number one thing we teach here is about outlook and attitude, really, when it comes to your customer. It's about that connection, because Michel's is a cake shop, it's a coffee shop, but ultimately it's a destination. And what we teach our franchisees is they'll come because they like you and they're connected to you, and of course they like your product. So while you're here, you'll learn to make first-class, top-rate coffee. And of course you'll learn about our fantastically huge range of cakes, both large cakes and small cakes, and all of the little bits of making those personalised from a Michel's experience. Because whilst every Michel's is slightly different depending on where it is, it's still founded on those really key things: great product, great coffee, and of course great service. Riot is our learning management system, or RFG's information and online training program. What we found is that for a lot of franchisees, it's hard to find time to train, and sometimes stores aren't ideal, they're not as big as you would like, and you're trying to serve customers and grow your business, and sometimes training is not the easiest thing to do. So we've made it a bit simpler for franchisees with our learning management system. So every franchisee, as part of their involvement with Retail Food Group, gets free access to our Michel's training site. That gives things like, I can learn how to welcome to Michel's and what are the Michel's standards, should I present myself as a staff member, as well as food safety and OH&S, as well as understanding perhaps my award and how to read my wage rates, as well as all of the little pieces that go along, like a newsletter and the forms and the documents that is required to run a business. So our learning management system has different layers that a franchisee can access. So a franchisee, of course, can see things that a team member wouldn't see. And so while they're here, a franchisee will work through that like a team member does, so they know what to expect out there. And then they'll learn how to use the back end of it. How do I set up a new employee to use my learning management system? Because you don't have to ring us here at the office. The franchisee has control of that all the way through, so that I know how to do that by the time that I leave. It's really important that our Michel's franchisees leave here knowing not just how to run their business, but how to operate in the system that is Retail Food Group and Michel's. And so the reason why our National Training Academy is here, based in our national office, is to help form those relationships, build those networks that are so important to growing a business. Because a franchisee in Michel's isn't out there alone. They've got a lot of help. So here they meet their marketing team, because they run the marketing unit. Here they meet their operations team. They might meet their legal counsel that they have done their documentation with and have only talked to over the phone before that. They'll meet the guys who are involved in the store design and the shop fit. So while they're here, they'll form all of those relationships and then go and build on those back in their home state.